Hey guys, it's Kavitha and Stan with the Sports Convo, and we want to tell you what we think is going to happen in the NFC East.
Yep, I think the Eagles are going to rise up again. A little bit of a Super Bowl hangover last year.
Yeah.
But as long as Wentz stays healthy, they're going to. He has superstar potential, and he's going to rise to the occasion. I think a big change in the team is the reacquisition of Deshaun Jackson.
I know, he's going to be great, I think.
I think Action Jackson has a lot to prove. Still one of the fastest guys in the NFL. He's going to add a dimension to that team that hasn't been there the past few years. He's going to be big, and I think Miles Sanders, who we discussed in our fantasy sleepers as far as running backs, is going to be. He's going to ultimately take over that job and be a workhorse to deliver the goods for them to win that division.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of potential for someone to come and take over that running back position in Philadelphia. So
Right. Jordan Howard is exactly. Jordan Howard is not gonna fill it. He didn't fill it in Chicago, and they got rid of him. So Miles Sanders will fill that role. They have a decent defense, decent secondary, but they're heads and tails above every other team in that division. Speaking of which, we're going to America's team.
Dallas Cowboys.
That's right. Right now, we don't know who's going to be on that team by the time the season starts.
Right.
Everyone's still either in Mexico or somewhere else, but ultimately Jerry Jones has to start paying them. So, we think Dak is going to be on the team. We think he's going to make.
I think he's going to be on the
I
team.
think he'll settle under $40 million. I know that's what he's asking for, but let's just say the other teams in that division will be very happy. In fact, someone started a GoFundMe page so that they could pay him. So that Dallas could pay him the $40 million.
No way.
And that'll be it's good for other teams, so the cap gets affected. But Zeke should be back. Amari Cooper, they have a good O-line, one of the best in the league, a decent defense. Jalen Smith, great player from Notre Dame, but I just don't see them winning that division. I think they're going to end up second to the Eagles.
I mean, if Amari and Zeke get it together, then it might be actually a good competition. But if not, then it's pretty much settled.
Right. Well, we're talking about missing time in camp now. How much do these veterans need in camp? But I think that's going to be big for them. I just, I just don't trust the Dallas Cowboys. The other thing too is Jason Garrett as head coach is in his final year. There's been talk about Sean Payton taking over that job next year. So, a lot of dissension in Dallas and rumors abound that can't be good for the chemistry. So I just don't see them being that good. And I think next we're going with the local team.
Right?
Yeah,
Giants.
Well, you know what? They might not be New York's team for a while. There might be a handover to the other team in New York, the New York Giants. I think this year is all about the battle of Eli Manning versus the newcomer Daniel Jones. Right. They got the best running back in football, Saquon Barkley.
Absolutely.
One of the best players in football, a great tight end, Evan Ingram. But they're pretty much lacking everywhere else.
I know, they don't have a good wide receiver, do they? It's like
They don't.
Sterling Shepard, but he's injured all the time.
Not just that, Golden Tate, I think, got pregnant, failed his drug test and blamed it on trying to get pregnant with his wife. It didn't pass the NFL appeal process. Let's just say good effort, but it's been tried before. Robert Mathis, see case law. But I don't think they're going to be good. I think they're going to probably end up third or possibly even fourth in that division.
Well, I think the bottom of the pack is going to really be the Redskins.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of America's original team, the Native Americans, right? They keep using that name. What's going on there? Where's that movement going?
I don't know, but I don't think they're going to make it anywhere above 4 in the NFC East.
They're in a full rebuild. Dwayne Haskins is going to be given the starter's job now, which I like. Let him make his errors on the fly. Let him play that first year. You got guys like Adrian Peterson, who found a fountain of youth and still playing, Darius Geis, but nothing else on that team. There is literally nothing on that team. They will be a top 10 draft pick team come next year.
You really think Peterson found the fountain of his youth? I don't
He's
think
looked
so.
good this preseason, but we know, Adrian Peterson he'll be solid, but that team will not. So they will be fourth, but I think we can go over some of the numbers. We've crunched the numbers for the schedule, and I think we're kind of on the same page as far as how it'll turn out. Myself, I have the Eagles going 9-7, 10-6 if things break well.
Cowboys will be an even 0.5 with 8-8.
And that's a push too. If everyone comes in well and they gel.
Yeah.
The Giants, sorry, New Yorkers, love Eli Manning, but they're probably going 5-11, and the Daniel Jones era will start probably week 6.
And the Redskins, unfortunately, we have them at the bottom of the pack at 3-13.
Again, but building, and you gotta, that's the way you build in the NFL. Keep getting young players like Dwayne Haskins, and we'll see what happens next year.
So that's what we have for the NFC.